Today's audio note is about sous vide method of cooking. In French, the term sous vide means under vacuum. Sous vide is a method of cooking in which food is placed in a plastic pouch and then placed in a water bath for longer than normal cooking time, which could be easily 1 to 7 hours or in some cases 48 and more, at a regulated temperature. The temperature is much lower than normally used for cooking, that is, typically around 55 to 60 degrees Celsius or 131 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit for meat and higher for vegetables. The intent of sous vide cooking is to cook the items evenly inside, not to overcook the outside and retain the moisture. Vacuum presses are as important as the cooking temperature with regard to weight loss and heat absorption. The highest temperature in sous vide cooking is 100 degrees Celsius and the minimum amount of vacuum pressure is 100 millibars. There is no oxidation or discoloration since the food is vacuum packed. What are the essential features of sous vide cooking? Sealing the food in sturdy plastic bags retains juices and aroma. Placing the food in a water bath with the desired temperature of food prevents overcooking. The food cannot get hotter than the bath it is in, as in the bain-marie. As a result of precise temperature control, very precise control of cooking can be achieved. Temperature in cooking can be very even throughout the food in sous vide cooking, even with irregular shape or very thick items given enough time. Let's understand the role of temperature in sous vide cooking. Cooking temperature varies with the food to be cooked. For instance, a 0.6-inch thick piece of fish will cook in 17 to 18 minutes at any temperature from 48 to 61 degrees Celsius. But for an egg which has protein that denature at different temperature usually takes 60 to 70 minutes of time to cook in and around 64 to 65 degrees Celsius of temperature. What is the process of sous vide cooking? Individual portions of food are first placed in special plastic pouches. The food could be either fish, poultry, meat, vegetables, and so on. Then a seasoning, sauce, stock, wine, flavoring, herbs, and spices are added as per the desire. The pouches of the food are then placed in the vacuum packing machine, which evacuates all the air and tightly seals the pouch. The pouches are next cooked by the steam or water in a water bath. Each item has its own ideal cooking time and temperature. When cooked, the pouches are rapidly cooled down to 3 degrees Celsius, usually in ice water chiller or an air blast chiller. The pouches are then leveled and stored in a holding refrigerator at an optimum temperature of 3 degrees Celsius. When required for services, the pouches are regenerated in boiling water or a steam combination oven until the required temperature is reached. Then cut open and the food is ready for presentation. Advantages of sous vide cooking: long shelf life, up to 21 days refrigerated. Ability to produce meal in advance means better deployment of staff and skills. Vacuum-packed food can be mixed in cold store without risk of cross-contamination. Reduce labor cost at point of service. Full flavor and texture are retained as food cooks in its own juices. Economize on gradients. Inexpensive regeneration. Has a tenderizing effect on tougher cuts of meat and mature game without hydration. What are the disadvantages? Extra cost of vacuum pouches and vacuum packing machine. Unsuitable for meats like filet steak and vegetables that absorbs color. Prolonged cooking time. Complete meals, meat and 2 vegetables are not feasible. Meat component needs to be cooked and stored in separate bag. potentially adverse customer reaction, that is, boil in bang syndrome. Here's the cooking chart in which different kind of food items with their doneness and different temperature are shown for the references. I hope you got some idea regarding sous vide cooking theoretically. Thank you very much. We'll meet you on next slide.